What's up, challengers? Welcome to week 6 of the Villa Sports Success Challenge. So here we are. We really are getting into the back half of the challenge now. And now's the time where people start getting a little anxious about maybe working a little harder. Maybe you're looking for that secret, that extra little tip to just push through at the end of the challenge and see your best results possible before that final in-body weigh-in and that party that's happening on March 6th, coming up just around the corner after this very short month. So one of the tools that a lot of people try to implement is some high intensity interval training, also known as HIIT training. Now, HIIT training can be really fantastic, but it has to be done correctly, and you have to make sure that you include it at the appropriate time. So what I wanted to do today is talk a little bit about HIIT training, how you can include it, when you should include it. So let's talk first about when you should not include high intensity interval training, and that is before your strength training. So the reason why is because high intensity interval training includes very aggressive, high intensity bouts of exercise followed by a rest period or a very low intensity bout of exercise. So that could be like for simple terms, a sprint for 30 seconds followed by a walk for 90 seconds. Now, it's a very effective tool because it allows you to get a lot of work done in a short period of time. For example, just 6 intervals of high intensity bout can be as effective as 30 minutes of a steady state cardiovascular training. So if you're looking to get a lot of work done in a short period of time, it can be a great tool to use, but we don't want to do it before our strength training because it requires a lot of energy. And with that, it can drive fatigue up. We do not want to drive fatigue up before we do our strength training. The other thing about high intensity interval training is it has a slightly higher risk of injury. For example, if I was to just go for an incline walk, my risk of injury is very low. If I were to sprint, my risk of injury increases. So it's important that you have a warm-up before you do your high intensity interval training. But what is it and how can we do it? Well, like I mentioned, we could do a sprint followed by a walk. We typically really like to go with a 1-part high intensity to a 3-part low intensity, okay? So that could be a 20-second all-out bout followed by a 60-second lower intensity bout. It could be a 30-second all-out bout followed by a 90-second lower intensity bout. This can be done sprinting to walking. I'm on a row machine now. I'll show you here in just a little bit how you can do that. This could be the battle ropes in the gym. This could be using a slam ball. This could be one of the ski ergs that we have, a tire flip, something where we can go very high intensity. Even a spin bike works really, really well for this. So remember that it's a 1-part high intensity bout to a 3-part low intensity bout. And what we're looking for here is a variance in your heart rate. We want the heart rate to get very high, we want it to recover, and then we want to repeat that 6 times is kind of the magic number at a minimum. We can go a little higher than that if we need to. Something like a row machine can be a great way to do this. We're gonna tie in. If I wanted to go crazy here, we would go for 20 seconds as hard as we could here, all out intensity, really rowing hard, and then we could pause, take a slight break, and we're just gonna go slow for 3 parts to that 1-part work, okay? A little rest is okay in there as well, and then we would repeat where we go as high intensity as we could, and we would do that 6 times. So the benefit of that is we can get a lot of work done in a short period of time. Could it be appropriate for you? Perhaps. If you're looking to get a lot of work done, short period of time, switch up your workouts a little bit, try high intensity interval training. Guys, take that tip, run with it, do what you will with it, and we'll see you next week.